Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to be reviewing Attraction Fatale by Ryziger Parfums, or Curly Scent's new fragrance. So this fragrance was sent out to me in a little sample by my friend in the Facebook groups, Alaric. Thank you so much, man, for sending this out, and also the other two that you sent me, which were Leighton exclusive and Pegasus exclusive. So massive shout out to you, man. If you're in any of the Facebook groups in the UK for the fragrances, really check him out. He's got amazing decants, super good service. So massive shout out to you on the channel. I will be doing reviews of the other two. Absolute legend in the Facebook groups and just an all-round nice guy. So thank you, man, for that. Okay, so just before we start this video, guys, if you are new, then please feel free to go out and drop a like on this video. It really does help out on the channel. And also, if you'd like to, if you're a fan of fragrances, please feel free to subscribe as well, because the community that we're growing is all fragrance related, and we're trying to build, a really nice community where we can just talk about fragrances. So if that sounds like something you'd like, please feel free to subscribe as well. And with that said, we have got our little decant here, and we are going to do one spray on the hand, and we're going to see how I feel about this fragrance. So I've not actually had any experience with it. I've not even seen the notes. I've not watched any videos on this. So this is a complete kind of first impressions. I've not done any backgrounds into this. So we're going to be filming it, my first thoughts. So just double checking out how many fragrances applied on my hands. This one I got Naxo, so I forgot about that. This one I think is fairly free. It is. So we are going to do 2 sprays actually, just so we can get the most amount in here. And Alaric, you got some really nice sprayers, man. You need to tell me where you get these little bulk from, so they're good. 2 mil. Okay, wow. I can smell this already, straight away. Wow, that's strong. Like, I can smell it from probably about this far away. And I get the note mainly of rum. Like, that's the first thing that's hitting me on this. Weirdly, that smells like if you were to spill rum. It smells like that straight away. I also get a nice sweetness in here. Maybe there's like a coconut. I'm also getting some kind of like nutmeg or patchouli in there. If it is a patchouli, it's a really light patchouli. There's an almost earthiness to it, a little bit of a powderiness too. There could be some florals in here that do that. But there's definitely rum. There's definitely a boozy note in here, like a almost tropical rum though. And yeah, there's definitely flowery notes in here. Gives it a nice powderiness. I think I can pick up on a little bit of cedar wood as well in the base, and I do not know what floral note is actually in here. Oh, now I'm picking up a little bit of like an orange blossom or something. So maybe there's neroli in here. Amber too, possibly. I'm getting the kind of ambroxan note to keep it, everything structured together and let it project. That's good. And actually also I do detect a little bit of like, I think it might be a tonka bean. There's like a kind of vanilla-y sweetness which is quite dark, and that's usually what a tonka bean smells like a dark, almost roasted vanilla. Actually, maybe it could actually just be vanilla. But first thoughts, it's not even too screechy either. Like the first kind of 5 seconds, you do get that alcohol note, which you get in every fragrance, to be honest. But straight away it turns into like a rum alcohol note, which is quite cool. And like I said, I could smell it from like back here, and I still can. But in terms of initial impressions, would I wear this? I think I would. I think it almost leans quite unisex, just because of the flowery notes in here as well as the sweetness. I'm not sure what gives it that sweetness. I do get a tropical kind of vibe to this. Like a creamy, almost, I don't want to say coconutty because there isn't any coconut in this, but like the rum must be kind of like some coconut rum or something, like some tropical rum. It gives it like an easygoing, almost kind of a little bit of suntan, like a lotiony smell. That's what I mean, not a suntan lotion, just like a lotion, like a body lotion sort of thing. Yeah, and I would say it could be worn unisex just because of the sweetness. But in terms of the quality, I do have to give it to Curly and everyone else who worked on this, of course. It's a really high quality smell. Like, nothing in here smells cheap. Everything does smell like this could pass definitely for a designer. I mean, it's considered niche, I think, but like if I smelt this in a department store, I would say, yeah, like that's definitely not like a really cheap knockoff or anything like that. They've definitely not, like, you know, skipped out on the fragrance notes. But yeah, it's good. It is nice. We're gonna have a little look on Fragrantica now, just to see how close I was in terms of like the notes and stuff like that, and seeing what other people have to say about it as well. I can't say for the longevity and stuff yet because you've literally just seen me spray it. But the initial spray, I can smell it from like all the way from back here, like an arm's length. So we're going to go into Fragrantica and we're going to take a little look to see what actually is in here and what the main notes are. So Attraction Fatale is considered to be for women and men, so it is unisex. It's a citrus rose. That's what the main note is. That's what gives it this powderiness. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get that now. Yeah, I can smell the rose in here. Yeah. Rum and rose. That's quite cool. That's quite a nice note breakdown, that is. And fresh, spicy, woody with white florals. So, people are saying for this on Fragrantica, this is mainly a fall and winter night. And actually, yeah, I would probably agree with that. Even though I said it's tropical, now that it's kind of drying down after the kind of first 10 minutes or so, I could see this as a going out fragrance because of the rum, because of the booziness in here. And there's some kind of musk in here, or like a really light leather note in this that gives it a nice base, a nice flat base on the end. Okay, so the note breakdown of this one then. The top notes are rum, which, yeah, there was rum. Neroli, I think I did say neroli, and mandarin. So it's not orange, it's mandarin. But I think that's why I was getting that tropical rum, was from the rum, neroli, and mandarin. I think as I'm wearing this now, we are developing into like the middle notes. And the middle notes of this, nutmeg is one, so I got that one. I said a white floral, jasmine is another note for the middle note. Rose, yep, the rose is there. And black pepper as well. Now, I hardly get any of the black pepper actually for this one, like if not any. And then the base notes of this one, which probably I'm not smelling too much of now, but there is amber, cedarwood, vanilla, musk, and sandalwood. So that's what's giving it this nice creaminess, like this flat creaminess at the start, at the very bottom of the fragrance. Yeah, I can get the vanilla. I definitely get the amber, actually, thinking about it, but it is mainly this floral rum note that I'm getting. It is, I'd say this leans a little bit more feminine, but if you are kind of more easygoing, a little bit more sort of playful, you could wear this more as a man. Yeah, and thinking about it, maybe if you did wear this in the spring and summer, in the day, and the heat gets on it, maybe it could get a little bit kind of overpowering. I do get, I mean, 2 sprays of this, I'm getting a big waft of it every time I move my hand, so it has got good performance. We're going to move on to see what other people say for the performance. In terms of longevity, the majority of people, from what I can see, are saying that this is long lasting. So this should last anywhere between 7 to 12 hours is what it says on Fragrantica. And in terms of sillage, it's got a strong sillage, so I think it projects like an arm's length, what I was saying. Strong. Okay, so from what it says from Fragrantica, this could be a beast, and I can see it being a beast because of the notes in here, because of how strong it is. It probably could project quite far, especially if you're moving and stuff like that, which I'm doing. I'm constantly getting the rose and the rum coming through on this. And on Fragrantica, majority of people are saying this leans more male, if not unisex, but hardly anyone's saying that it's female or more female. I don't know. I feel like if I smelled a girl wearing this, I would definitely pass it for like a perfume as well. But if a male wore it, I would still get it. So I would say this leans right down the middle. If not, you know, maybe leaning slightly feminine. But I don't know. I'm surprised most people don't say this is more feminine. It's definitely not like, you know, a Ventus, manly musk smell. It's definitely, you know, more easygoing, more playful, more sweet. But yeah, I like it. I'll tell you what, this reminds me a little bit of Spice Bomb Extreme, which I know, watching a few of Curly's videos, that is one of her favourite designer fragrances, I know. For sure, that's one of her favourite designer fragrances. This one actually does smell a little bit similar. I think the nutmeg in here gives it, I think there's nutmeg in Spice Bomb. There's something in this that gives it a Spice Bomb dry down smell. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's the woods and stuff they use as well as vanilla. But I do get a tiny bit of Spice Bomb in here. But overall, from my experience, I think that Attraction Fatale by Ryziger Parfums, or from CurlyFragrance, is a good fragrance. If I were to rate this out of 10, I would give it a solid... I'd give it a solid 7.5. And my reasoning behind that is just because even though it does smell really nice, and I really do enjoy the DNA of this, it has got that really nice tropical rum and the floral rose. Unfortunately, I feel like I would wear this only in the winter and, you know, like autumn time in the night. Probably in the day, but the situations I can see myself wearing this would be nighttime at a bar or going out clubbing and stuff like that. And I feel I would put those fragrances a little bit ahead of Attraction Fatale. I will give this some more wearings. I'll do a review in the future just to get, like, you know, reactions and stuff and see what other people think of it. So I'm going to be wearing it when I see my girlfriend soon, so I'll see what she has to say. The sweetness in this actually does give me a little bit of like a Lattafa Camera smell in here, and I know that my girlfriend likes that one, so potentially this could be a good one. And as time goes, the more I wear this, it's kind of separating itself from the rum smell to more of like a fresh rose in here. So the rose is taking over with the sweetness in the background too. But overall, I'm happy with this fragrance. Now that brings me on to the question, would I buy a bottle of this myself? Now, I'm leaning more along the sides of maybe I would, but for now, just because I've got so many other fragrances, like I've said, personally at the minute, I probably wouldn't pick up a bottle of this. Now, that's just my personal opinion. Would I suggest someone else picking up a bottle of this? So I would say yes, if you're a fan of sweet fragrances, if you're a fan of rum fragrances and almost tropical fragrances, yes, I would give this a go. If you're out there for only getting compliments, and if you are wearing this on a night out, it is always nice to get a compliment, you know, people saying that you smell good. So if that's something that you're looking for, I would probably say this would be a good pickup. And I can smell this from really far away. I'm getting almost soapiness from the rose in this actually now. So if you're a fan of Spice Bomb, if you're a fan of Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male, if you're a fan of Lattafa Camera, or Camera, however you say it, then yeah, I would say definitely give this a go. Definitely pick up a bottle if you're a fan of those three fragrances and you like to go out clubbing. This one is a perfect clubbing fragrance, thinking about it. But yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed. The note breakdown on this, very good. Rose, as we know, is one of the most expensive perfume notes. And yeah, I like it. I'm starting to like it more and more as it goes along, actually. It's starting to freshen up. But with that said, guys, I'm going to cut the review here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We love to talk about fragrances way too much. And with that said, I'll see you all in the next video.